Montana. Big sky country. The treasure state. People got a lot of names for it. I just call it home.
Lived here my whole life. Still amazed at how beautiful it is.
Maybe that's what blinded us to how ugly the people were getting.
Good day to you, brother.
You don't understand. No one took these groups seriously.
They were different. Religious. Militant. It was a goddamn cult.
Collapse is upon us, my children.
They started buying up every farm for miles. Then the radio station. Not long after that, they even had the fucking cops.
Their own sovereign religious state. Built right here. Under our noses.
Ain't no one coming to help us. The government can't do shit. We're on our own.
Commands we save those lost souls, whether they want to be saved or not.
People don't want to believe groups like this exist.
People are scared, man.
Some will wish to harm us. Some will wish to destroy all that we have built here together. Some will betray us.
We don't know what he's capable of. Who? Their leader.
Joseph Seed.
They call him the Father.
And those in the outside world are blind. They do not believe. They have no faith. But I will make them see.
Hey, Rookie. Rookie. You're wasting your time. There's no signal out here. E-Country. How much longer? Just long enough for you to change your mind. So we can turn this bird around. You want me to ignore a federal warrant, Sheriff? No, sir. I want you to understand the reality of this situation. Joseph Seed, he's not a man to be fucked with. We've had run-ins with him before. They haven't always gone our way. Just sometimes. Sometimes it's best to leave well enough alone. Yeah, well, we have laws for a reason, Sheriff. And Joseph Seed's gonna learn that. Pratt, open a call with dispatch. 10-4. White Horse to dispatch, over.
Go ahead, Earl.
We're approaching the compound, Nancy. Over.
Roger, Sheriff. You still planning to go through with this? Over.
We are. Unfortunately, still trying to talk some sense in our friend, the Marshal. Over.
All right. Lucky I'm not there. Get into any trouble, you just let me know. Over.
10-4, over and out.
Maybe we should have brought Nancy along with us instead of the Proby. These Peggies wouldn't fuck with her.
Pratt.
Why do you keep calling them Peggies? Project at Eden's Gate, PEG. Peggies is what the locals call them. You know, they started off harmless enough a few years back, but now they are armed to the teeth. Yeah, they're looking for a fight. Are you scared, Sheriff?
We're here. Compound's just below.
Patch, you still there?
Yes? Go ahead, Sheriff.
You don't hear from us in 15 minutes, send in everyone. Call the goddamn National Guard if you have to. Over?
Yes, sir, Sheriff. I'll be praying for you.
Now listen up. 3 rules. Stick close. Keep your guns in your holsters. And let me do the talking. Got it? Got it. Rookie! All right, everyone. Stay sharp. Let's go! You'll be in the church. Stick close.
Eyes open. These folks can spook easily.
Rooker, I mean, stay loose, huh?
What are they doing? Be calm. Stay calm.
Intel fixes a few things and breaks some others. 300 terabyte SSDs are on their way, and AMD delivered 4 times better performance from this one upgrade? Why did nobody talk about this? Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host. We're going to be going over the hottest tech news I can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast. Now we're going to start off today talking a lot about Intel because there's a lot of details coming out with regards to them, namely on their GPU side. It turns out that they fixed one of the biggest problems that was present at launch with these graphics cards, and that is the power consumption that happens when you plug in more than one monitor. In the latest drivers, what we're seeing is a significant reduction in that total power consumption, going down from 40 watts to about 9 watts when you plug in 2 displays. Currently, this power savings works only if you have up to 2 displays. If you're at 3 or 4, it will not work for that. And this has to do with how the Arc A series GPUs enter low power idle states, and it just can't do it as effectively with multiple GPUs. Hopefully, Intel continues to fix it. But another graphics technology that Intel's going to be bringing to the table is a version of VSR, Virtual Super Resolution. We talked about this last week, how NVIDIA rolled out this feature in conjunction with Chrome, where it enables your PC to just upscale any video that you're seeing on the internet using your graphics card. And it turns out that there's some details where this is actually baked into Intel's graphics cards already, whether it's on the CPU in the integrated version or in a dedicated GPU. It's just not enabled on the system as of yet, but some people have been able to tinker around and get it enabled, and just in the screenshots that they've provided, you can see a noticeable uplift in clarity with this VSR being turned on from Intel. Hopefully that gets delivered soon so that we don't have to buy 30 and 40 series GPUs and you could just use the integrated GPU that's in your 13400. That would be so much better. But we do have to issue a major correction to one of the things we talked about in Hot News last week. John Petty research came out showing that AMD and Intel had the exact same market share for Q4 2022. Turns out that the math was wrong by John Petty research, and that is not true at all. AMD still has the upper hand over Intel when it comes to discrete graphic sales, and part of that is because of the way Intel batches their numbers and deliver data center numbers with their actual discrete GPUs, and when you combine those, it would look like Intel had 9% of the market, but it turns out that they effectively have 6% of the market when you're looking at gaming or just regular client compute, not data center compute. So AMD not in as bad a position as you would think. Intel's still stealing market share from AMD, but they are not on level playing fields as of yet, and they definitely will not be when it comes to the data center, because over the weekend Intel put out a brand new roadmap for their high performance compute GPUs, or everything that's supposed to go go into the data center, and they're canceling a whole lot, shifting a few things over and making it just so that they're ceding ground over to AMD and Nvidia to be in the high-end server sector. So they will not have an update to their data center GPUs until 2025, at which point they'll bring out the Falcon Shores XPU, which is supposed to be a hybrid fusion of a CPU and a GPU in a data center environment. But this doesn't bode well for Intel on the GPU side.